Okay, hi everybody. I'm pleased to announce that my book is currently free on Amazons across the world. That's the Kindle. And obviously, whether you go to Amazon.uk, America, it's free. The paperback, unfortunately, is $7.99, which is the lowest I could do it at. Now, because a lot of you guys said, please include Canada. Canada is in there. A really good one on Canada, New Zealand, and South Africa, because those were the three kind of major countries that I'd left out that I never really got to. But those are now in there as well. And as I say, it's in paperback. If you don't want to support Amazon, you can email me and we'll make some arrangement where I send it to you. So, I mean, obviously, I'd be very grateful for your support. So far, 1 rating. Well, I've asked a number of my friends and they haven't been forthcoming yet. But you guys were really helpful because you helped bump it up the rankings. But I'll show you something really strange now. It is, although I've got it listed under sort of astrology and geopolitics, because I didn't really know what categories, it's currently number 3 in perspectives on law, 8 in government, and, well, we won't worry about the 452, but I can just imagine people, perspectives on law. Can you imagine the sort of person who are looking at that particular category, finding my book in number 3? I think they'll be rather perplexed, actually. And probably quite bemused, because I don't think those sort of people do astrology anyway. Okay, so I just wanted to say, someone wrote to me and they said that, this was in the comments, you can read the comment, but if that lady is watching, she said, oh, I said general election January, Sunak will be gone, or pound will crash, and the very, very bad weather. Okay, so sometimes things take a little bit longer to manifest than the chart suggests. So, for example, I said Biden, to be some event over Christmas that would lead to him going, right? Now, it didn't really happen over the Christmas period. However, these mounting dramatic revelations about the documents in Hunter Biden's car, in the Corvette, because he said it was his Corvette, but the Corvette was parked at his old home, which he was renting to Hunter Biden for $50,000 a month. Is that the going rate for rent? Interesting to know. There's been another 4 loads of these classified documents, and now more and more people are saying it won't be long until we see either Kamala Harris or Gavin Newsom. Because I don't think they really wanted to go to Kamala. I think they'd got Michelle Obama lined up to be the first sort of female president. So they wouldn't really want to spoil it by having Kamala there first, because, they're still very keen on the kind of Obama legacy over in the Democrat side, aren't they? So you see, it takes a kind of while to feed through. So although I made the prediction Joe Biden's sort of going to be gone, or they'll edge him out over Christmas, you can see that with the all these revelations suddenly coming out. Like I said, the press, or the powers that should not be, or the secret services, they tend to sit on this information and they bring it to light just when they want to get rid of someone, like they did with Boris and the pictures. But sometimes it takes a little bit longer to manifest, right? So with Sunak, yes, the pound hasn't crashed again, but there's been numerous very, very bad reports, as I detailed in one of my New Year broadcasts about how bad the British economy is doing. It's doing the worst for unemployment, for inflation in the whole of the OECD, and it's got the deepest recession. It's only going to be a matter of time before that starts dampening the pound and it comes down, because I don't think, although all the economic signifiers were for Uranus right now, Uranus is a kind of slow-moving planet. So now, while it's active in January, it continues to be active and influential for a few months. So this person said, well, general election, that's not happening. Well, these things take time. Last year, no one was talking about a general election. This year, they're already talking about a plot of Boris coming back and blah, blah, blah. So see, things are beginning to shift. Sunak is doing dismally in the polls, and we can kind of see this shift happening, right? So, look, I apologize if the timing isn't as bang on as everyone would predict, but it's not easy. I don't sort of look and see things in high color definition, exactly what's going to happen in the future. I'm working with the planets, 10 planets, fixed stars, houses, angles, ingress charts and birth charts, and from that I'm doing my best to judge what could be happening in countries. And it's not sort of like something that you can do absolutely perfectly. Point to me to an astrologer or psychic who's like doing it like 100% perfectly. I think, ballpark, I'm moving things in the right direction, giving you a hint of which way things are going. And I don't think that what I've said about Sunak is like wrong, because we see it moving strongly in the direction I suggested. And like I say, when I rang and said to George Galloway, I think this is going to happen, he well, I must say poo-pooed, because he's really nice to me when I ring in, but he kind of poo-pooed it and said no. First thing he said on his New Year broadcast was it's going to be a general election, Sunak's gone soon. And now he's saying that Biden is going to be gone soon. So that's the intel he's getting on a political level, which now tunes into what I was saying on astrological level, like way back last year. So I don't think that I'm kind of giving you bum stuff here. So it's a bit, obviously I understand where these people are coming from with these comments, but I just thought I should justify it, because she asked me, why am I just doing a news aggregation and not justifying? Because I sometimes do chat about the news here, because it's also kind of an opinion channel. I also got very strange comment from another lady, Yolandi, if you're watching, and she said some stuff I won't go into. I mean, it wasn't like major stuff. I don't even know what it was about. It's like random something or other. And then she says to someone who asked me why I hadn't put South Africa in the book, and she said she won't do that because they're paying her off. So, like, who's paying me off not to put South Africa in the book? What odds is it? I mean, it's going to be a book that sells maximum 150 copies. I've really just done it for you guys. I mean, it's not going to be like a bestseller. It's of no odds to anyone. And, I don't have to prove to you no one's paying me to do this. You can work that out for yourself. I have an average of 400 to 500 views per broadcast. I've got 4,000 subscribers, a bit more, but I only get about 400 and 500 views on each video. And I've sold about 10 books, mostly to you guys, not even to my friends. So, like, who in their right mind would waste money bribing me to put out information or not put out information? It's just not logical. I'm not influential. I don't have a big Twitter following. I have no Twitter following. I don't do anything on Twitter. I don't do much on Getter. I don't promote all my things on Facebook. I'm not heavily promoted in any way. I don't even monetize most of my stuff. So it's kind of crazy to me that someone can entertain the notion that someone who is so incredibly niche like I am. I have my loyal followers who kind of watch most of my videos. That's it. The thought that someone's going to pay me to influence 400 people. It's just nonsense. And I think, Yolandi, just reflect on that. I don't know if you just rant and rave to everybody on here, but just realize, you can see my rank. I show you on the book how it's ranking. Come on, I'm not even selling any copies. I am 18,491 in the Kindle store, and I have one review. Yeah, I'm really a massive influencer that the powers that should not be are eager to pay money. I don't think so. No. Yeah, right. Anyway, guys, this is just a short one to let you know it's free today, it's free tomorrow. That's on Kindle around the world. Paperback is $7.99 in, I think that's $7.99 actually, so it's probably a little bit cheaper in the UK, but of course you get the free delivery and everything. So I hope you enjoy it. As you know, there are now, I don't know if you want me to list all the countries again. I had done UK, US, Australia, Canada, Brazil, Russia, Ukraine, Syria, China, Taiwan, New Zealand. I think I mentioned Australia. I also did one for NATO and for the EU. I did Holland, Germany, Italy, Italy, Germany. And it was someone else. I did Egypt even in the Middle East. I did Iran. I don't know if I mentioned that. And so I did a huge amount of different countries. And as I say, I'm sure that you will appreciate my reasoning and enjoy reading what I wrote. Plus, as I say, there's a long blurb where I kind of discuss the overarching trends and themes, which I think we've already seen that these are manifesting very, very, very strongly. So anyway, guys, I would be very grateful if you did do a free download and left me a review. That's very, very helpful to the algorithm and to the numbers. Although, with some of these comments, people accusing me of being paid, or maybe I don't want, you can be a victim of your own success. So if it doesn't sell well, so be it. If a lot of you guys get a little bit of enjoyment out of it, insight, and if you're really interested in astrology and understand the way I've formatted it and that, then all the better. Okay, so anyway, guys, so a lot of you asked about paperback. That's done. It should be. I finalized it last night. I assume it's available. It's actually, I did get the email. It is available because they were moaning about the cover and the writing wasn't clear enough, but I sorted that. And I added New Zealand, South Africa, and Canada. Okay. Okay, guys. Thanks for joining me. I've had a good weird comments again.